Today's episode all about dreaming. What do dreams mean? We all dream. Matter of fact, about 10 years of your life is by dreams. That's what we do. 10 years of our life. Isn't that something? So join us for this episode coming up. We'll add a new feature. It's rants, a 2-minute rants from Jack Rock, the man Zeb, and myself. Looking forward to that. I have no idea what these guys are going to say. So tune in. See you in just a second.
Welcome to the Lion's Den. Grab a seat and join the conversation. Let's dive in.
Okay, here we are at the Lion's Den. We're nestled back in Florence, South Carolina. Glad you're with us. This is a fun time for us each week, always unrehearsed. So no telling what you're going to hear from Jack Rock, as you've already seen, and Jarhead, our man Zeb, who's pulling up his chair now. Glad you're with us. Going to be quite interesting today. We're going to talk about dreams. What do they mean? There's just a slew of dreams, reoccurring dreams that so many people have. Everybody dreams. In fact, you almost dream every night, but only about 5% or less are remembered each day. I was talking to Zeb a little bit earlier. I don't dream, he says. Well, you do, Zeb. You just don't remember them. So join us for that. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about that. We'll start real soon with our 2-minute rants. That's kind of a new feature. These guys can talk about anything they want for 2 minutes, and there's plenty of rants to go around. Absent today is our good friend, the beautiful Flowtown Flo. She is gallivanting. She's coming back from a cruise today. So we'll be absent from Flo today. She'll join us next week to clue you in all the happenings in the PD in Horry County. So without further ado, let's meet, you already know him, our co-host. Let's start with the mighty, the Devil Dog. Zeb, did you bring your A game today? The people's looking to have some fun, man.
I don't know if I brought my A game or not. I guess we'll see. It's one of those things you get on camera. You never know what's going to come out of your mouth. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Rodney said we're going to do rants today, 2-minute rants. I guess we got to get a gauge of how long 2 minutes is. It seems like it's not that long, but now that I think about it, it's probably going to be a little bit longer than I thought it would. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let it flow. Let the juices flow and enjoy this Friday conversation that we're going to have today. Rodney sent us, he said, we're going to talk about dreams today. I was like, let's talk about nightmares too, because I think they're one and the same, and we'll dive into that as we go.
On the contrary there, Zeb, you say 2 minutes is a long time. I can't see you getting through with just 2 minutes, but I'm going to cut them off, and I'm going to cut myself off, because we're going to end it at 2 minutes. And we'll do this every week, guys, so there'll be plenty of material to go around. Did you bring your A game today there, Jack Rock?
I dreamed I had a dream, but I was just dreaming.
What's going on this week, man? Did you have a good week?
Same thing every week. 10 hours a day, sleeping at night, no dreaming. Every day, nothing but workout.
I'd hate to be in that mind knowing what kind of dreams you have, buddy.
Yep.
Good.
Jogging.
Okay, good to have us with us. Before we start, I'm going to do a little pep rally here. We're going to cue up a video, and you're going to say, what's this got to do with anything? Well, it's a pep rally, and since I kind of putting in the rants today, this is kind of lead into my first rant. That was kind of a privileged standpoint. Y'all could do that next week if you like. So first of all, the first video we're going to show Zeb is that football video.
A football?
Yeah. So watch this. Yeah, be entertained as I was.
Is it not going to transfer? There it goes. All right. Where's the audio at?
Stay tuned, people. Here we come. We got it. This time.
It's on the system itself, not me.
Check this out. Okay, that's good.
That's Rodney's old glory days there. That's what that is. Dreams, not glory days, Rodney. Dreams.
And indeed it is. So my 2 minutes start now. The rants start now. Do we got our little
Yep, we got
thing
you
popped
right
up there?
here.
And I'm gonna time myself, and I'm gonna time you guys too.
I got your timer right here.
'Cause it's
Ready,
a hard-
set, go at 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, what you saw that's when men were men. We were physical. Look, I'll tell you, in those days, you say, well, that's pretty violent. That's pretty hardcore. Well, indeed it is, but probably less people got hurt then. But that's when men were men. They were engaged in physiology. What's happening today? Men have got weaker and weaker as we go on. We've got these keyboard warriors. We've got these phones. People hide behind phones, and men are losing their masculinity. We are actually losing character today. I remember back in the day when characters were everywhere. They're less and less today. Women are stepping up only because they have to. Men are failing spiritually, physically, and also corporately. If you look in the corporate world, women are rising up, and I applaud that. But why are they rising up? Because men no longer do. Weaker and weaker. And it pains me greatly, guys. We've got to bring this back. Where did our men go? Where did our men go? Society condones that, and we've got to change the course. If we're going to be the nation we used to be, let's make men stronger again. How about that for a tagline? I see it so often. It pains me immensely. Men, step up. Quit bowing down to everything, to social pressures, to other peers, to society. Fellas, we've got to stand up. It's sadly missing. I've seen it during my generation, and that's got to stop. I played that video. Got 30 more seconds, guys. This is a little bit longer than I thought. I played that video because that is the ultimate of men's strength. Like it or not, physicality is a part of what we do, and I wish we were back in those days, like the old times, because it would certainly prop us to come back where we belong. Bam, ran over. I've got 10 seconds, so I'll yield that 10 seconds to your rant there, Sam.
Well, I guess I'm going next. We're gonna save the elderly for last. We're gonna take care of them and caress them when they get there. Sorry, Jack. But yeah, I guess we can. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but Rodney's throwing me a softball over here. Obviously, my rant's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of Boomer's bad, but we'll go ahead, start at 7:45. Yeah, the baseline is Rodney's not wrong here in that we need to bring back this masculinity, but I kind of disagree with his positioning on where he says that we went wrong. Yes, there are women in the workforce. Where did they come from? Primarily from the implementation of feminism and this breaking down of gender roles and gender boundaries. Right? Women aren't made to do things men are made to do, and men aren't made to do things women are made to do. And this isn't just a physical aspect for, giving birth. This is also a mental aspect. We're just simply different people with different genders. And we have entirely different minds that control everything differently. And so when you have this physicality that we're looking at from, was that the 80s? I want to go back, Ronnie. I would love to go back to, even if we could go back to like Brian Urlacher in the early 2000s, that would be fantastic. But this isn't, we're here now. And so I do think we need to get that physicality back, but how do we get it back? And I think it is kind of removing the I would call it unearned empathy, where it's an implementation of lesser degrees of, I would call it justice, lesser degrees of, what's the word? What am I looking for?
This is your rant.
Lesser degrees of punishment for people that are doing the things. And so it's much more of a preventative measure. And like Rodney said, when we go back and we look at the physicality of things, everyone was, you could call it more manly, and I would agree with that to an extent. Geez, I would agree with that to an extent. But at the same time, we have to recognize that because they were more masculine, it carried with it a more tougher aspects that come with it. That's my 2 minutes. And well, I got 10 more seconds because Rodney yielded to me. But that comes with it a bit more of toughness. And so it compounds on itself. It stacks on itself. And at the bottom line becomes we need to live in a world that is more along the lines of a survivalist positioning, because we need to get back to the roots of what men and women simply are.
Jet Rock, he took about 1 minute of your minute. Hey, and so this is completely unrehearsed. your rant was your own. You didn't have to rant on what I read. So I guess we didn't talk enough about that, did we?
Well, my rant,
did my rant
was going to
interest
be Boomer's bad, and you just gave me a layup. So that's always my rant.
Hey, so fair game, though. You can tag on to what I say or not.
I'll go first next week, and then you can take me.
Okay.
To get deal.
Okay.
Deal.
All right. So, J-Rock, this rant, we'll start you. Let me reset my timer. Never know what's going to come out of your mouth. Your rant is your own. You can talk about what I did or whatever you had on your mind. So the timer is on. Go.
I am without words. I'll start out with this. What a great life. Have you ever stopped and thought about that, guys? What a great life this is. Man, from the time that I was a little kid, old enough to start thinking, I have enjoyed my life. And one thing that helped me enjoy my life is I realized at an real early age, that watching other people, that we're in nothing but a show. We're putting a show on here, and you got your part to play. And it's up to you to write your own script in life. And as I write my script in life, even today, I try to write it for other people also, and to make other people happy. One of the biggest things you can do in life is just give another person a smile. A smile might stop someone from committing suicide today. Just one smile. And life is so wonderful to me that I can't believe that I'm the one that has lived this life and this long. And I've been through death, close loved ones, everything else. But as we go through life, maybe this will help someone. You have to be able to blank that bad stuff out of your mind, reach down, get your bootstraps, and go again. Keep going. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying your life. It's very short life. So make the best out of it while you can. And stay away from the news. And always remember, don't be praying for Donald Trump and Musk, because they are partying. They are having a ball doing their thing. Like what I'm talking about, the life that I have lived, these two guys are having a ball. So don't get fretful. Thank you very much.
So how impressive was that? To the T, he was 2 minutes. Here I was struggling with my words. You did much better than I did, but to the T, he did exactly 2 minutes.
He's had a lot more experience with time than we have.
Oh, good point.
Time is running out for me.
Or Jet Rock, I say all the time, you go outlive us all, bud. You go out, back of that T-shirt, we don't have one, living the subscription to life, right? That's what you're doing. That's what we're all trying to do.
What a life, boys.
Guys, good to be with you here on this Friday as we are the front porch through the weekend. I look forward to the 3 o'clock hour every Friday. It's fun being with you guys.
I enjoy it. I do. Ronnie, I get so much feedback on it, man. You know, I really appreciate it. I think the people out there really appreciate just a candid conversation a lot of times. Most of our conversation is a little bit of a step back. Obviously, I interject some of the politics in there, but it's a little bit of a step back from, you know, the stress and the anxiety and the worry that is plaguing our society, the culture, the politics, everything. I thought Rodney was setting up another timer for me on a 2-minute rant just now, but it's it's a step back. You know, Friday we want to relax a little bit, let loose. I don't know how much relaxing I'm gonna do. I've had this 2 Celsius today, but it's a conversation that's more enjoyable than it is stressful. When that's hard to find nowadays. Yeah,
that's a high honor coming from you, Zeb. And for you, those of you who don't know, but Zeb has his own large audience that he podcasts quite often, and he has a lot of people just tune in. But a lot of his content is politics and can be real strenuous, so to speak. So I agree. We've kind of stayed away from that. We've had some politicians come in, and look, last week I've got a lot of response off of Ryan. A lot of people really enjoyed that, and we'll continue to do that. But ours is more off the cuff. You can tell we're not professionals here. We're just having conversation, completely unrehearsed. So Zeb, that's a high compliment coming from you, buddy. Appreciate that.
I think you're a professional.
Hardly, man.
Jack's been doing this a long time too. We're entertainers here. I think at the end of the day, that's what that is. We're more entertainers than we are whatever else you want to call it.
And we're entertaining ourselves.
Well, that's how you got to do it. You know, how do you know you got good entertainment if you're not laughing at your own jokes?
So I know y'all enjoyed it. So Zeb, because he says I set him up, I think he set me up today because when I got here, he sprung on me. Hey, let's do something a little different. Do a intro. Then we'll go to the logo, which is so cool. I hope you guys like that logo that Zeb,
I thought
Zach
you
Rock
did
logo.
good. I thought that was.
Oh, I struggled with my word. And I heard you giggling over there. Zeb.
I would never.
Mission accomplished. You got me. I'll be prepared next week. He sprung that on me. Let's do this little 10-second intro. Then we'll come to the logo. Then you'll open back up.
Well, I was thinking, instead of starting off with the logo, people just want to see Rodney's beautiful face on the screen, and they'll click on that better than they will a AI generated logo. So I think that's a W right there for sure.
Okay, I hear you. Good deal. So, guys, we're going to talk about dreams today. And as I mentioned, there's calculations that we spend anywhere from 6 to 12 years of our lives dreaming. Can you imagine that? 6 to 12 years or dreaming. And I was kidding with Zeb earlier about dreaming. And as I told you, he says, I do not, Zeb always, I do not dream.
I don't dream.
But we all dream. And look,
Always use them.
you dream about every night. It says that you do not remember 95 to 99% of your dreams.
Oh, wait a minute. Question.
I got a
Isn't
question,
that
too.
a little unfair for all these movies to be wasted?
What do you mean?
All the dream movies in his head.
I mean, come on, man. I need to know what I'm dreaming about.
Let me ask you this then.
Sure.
You know, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, did it make any noise? That's kind of the question we have here is, if I dreamed a thing, but I don't remember the thing I dreamed, did I dream it?
Yeah, how do we know? So sleep studies, and we'll get into that a little
I
bit.
feel like that's a valid question.
So do I. I'm not going to play devil's
Did it even
advocate.
happen?
I mean, that statistic to me,
That's going way out there. That's getting beyond the.
Yeah, but how do I know that I dreamed if I don't remember that I dreamed and I wasn't even awake to know that I dreamed the thing?
How do you know I dreamed?
so
Yeah.
I don't. Sleep studies show that. Okay, if we're going to get scientific, a lot of sleep studies are, but it also says you forget once you wake up. And they actually tell you, if you want to know this, make logs right when you wake up. But who's going to do that, right? I'm ready to go back to sleep when I wake up for a minute. But it says as little as 10 seconds after you wake up, if you don't log it in, you forget what you dreamed. I dreamed last night, guys. I had a dream last night.
I ain't got time to dream. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got time to dream while I'm sleeping.
Wet.
I did.
Nobody heard.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
did. So we'll get lucid dreams. So we'll get into that a little bit. Of course, I was going to phrase it a little bit different than that, Jack Rock. Jack Rock, put his mic up to your mouth and pay attention to me today.
What is lucid dreaming?
Don't be what you just said.
We'll get to it.
And don't be pointing any fingers. Hey, let's cue up a video to get us kind of started on our talking points today. Whatever's next is fine.
Oh.
Hey, y'all
I
engage
don't
us
care
too.
who's
Tell
doing
us
better
about
than
some of
me.
your dreams.
That one.
I'm not in competition with
Let's get
anyone
that
else.
off. I
The only rival I have is
think you did that on purpose too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Every night, brain enters a new world. Not random, dreams follow a real biological purpose. They begin during REM sleep, when brain activity spikes and your body is paralyzed. This is when your brain processes emotions, strengthens memories, and clears out mental clutter. Dreams help you rehearse real-life situations, simulate threats, and test decisions without the risks. They may even boost creativity by combining unrelated ideas in surprising ways. People who dream more tend to score higher on problem solving and emotional resilience.
You
So
boys
no.
don't dream, huh?
You said we dream.
I did say it said that people who dream more have higher IQs.
Oh, now I know.
And it makes sense to me now. What I'm dealing with. Hey, I dream all the time, brothers. Hey, I daydream.
I daydream. You'll do that the older you get.
Dreams aren't meaningless. They are how your brain learns while you sleep. Subscribe and go beyond bits. Why do
So
we
guys-
dream? The
So
science
guys, it
explained.
says dreams.
Every
other
night,
stuff that I
your
read,
brain-
and just doing a little prep for this, is that dreams have no filters. In our conscious state, we're weighing out this and that as we're thinking. Dreams don't weigh out scenarios. It's kind of a pure flow of your thoughts. Does that make sense?
To an extent, I would, Rodney, have you ever dreamed that you were scrolling TikTok on your phone? Have you ever had a dream with your phone in it?
I have not. I haven't. But
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I'm curious. I mean, was there any thoughts behind it?
Well, you said there's no filter, and I'm trying to think. Like, there's things that, like, I'm not saying I don't remember any dreams, but I do remember some, and like they're very, very plain.
Right.
Like they've done movies about this. Like, obviously, like Inception is the one that comes to mind, and it's like a simpler world is essentially what I'm seeing. With a simple but maybe more vivid, maybe more vibrant or fantastical, but it's still simple in with respect.
Well,
Does that make sense?
It does. And, so the stuff I read is, at night, that's when your body kind of repairs itself. You're resting, your muscles are resting on and on, but your brain never stops. It's constantly moving in different states of sleep, light sleep, rapid eye movement, things of that nature. But your brain is continuous all the time. So, guys, let's. There's a whole list of dreams that people have. There's like a top 15. We'll go off of that. But let me ask you this, and I'm gonna share two of mine. Have you ever had through your life reoccurring dreams? You ever had a dream that you dream over and over throughout a period of years? Never for you, Zeb? Is that right?
It's hard for me to remember I remember a few dreams in my life, but to have a rerun,
No.
I can't. Might have, but a rerun ain't in my bag of tea, man.
So, folks, I'm over here. A lot of great comments from the audience. Lisa, John Schaefer, good to have you with us. Matt, good to have you with us too. So, what I'm confirming here, which I knew all along, I'm sitting up here with two oddballs.
I've lucid dreamed before. I don't remember that many dreams.
Here we go. Save that one.
You want to save it?
Save that lucid
it's
dream.
like I think it's something that maybe a gift is kind of where it maybe comes from. Where some people dream more than others. Maybe some people have dreams that are more significantly meaning than others. Right? We can go back to the biblical aspect of
We'll talk about some spirit.
Okay, we'll get there.
Absolutely.
And but yeah, I think I don't know. I just don't remember them in general, and so trying to link them together would be almost impossible.
Well, let me share with you two reoccurring dreams that I have, and maybe this will stimulate your thoughts. I may be getting ready to dream now because this is Jack Rock gave me this homemade lemonade in a Pepsi bottle. So I hope they ain't. You ain't about to put me to sleep, are you, with this concoction?
I'm gonna put you to dreaming.
I believe it.
There you go. That's a question. That's a question for you, Rodney.
Go ahead.
Is what's it? DMT? You know what DMT is?
Do not share, please.
DMT is called the dream molecule, where they've essentially synthesized DMT is what makes you dream in your brain, but they've synthesized it where you can take a bunch at one time and you dream while you're awake. Essentially, this is something that Joe Rogan has promoted essentially for some period of time, and it puts you in a dream world. It's like, I guess it's like you're on acid or mushrooms or something to that effect. But
I don't know. This is really a lot of questions are coming up, and so must be really a great topic. I see one with dream paralysis. We'll get in that in a minute too, because absolutely I've been paralyzed in a dream. But let me tell you,
really,
yeah, I sure have, man. Again, with you low IQ people, I needed two other hosts for this one.
I've never not had control of my body.
I've actually in my dream, I've actually altered my dreams. I've been so conscious.
I can do that.
I've wakened myself. I guess I'm mistaking lucid dreams for wet dreams. What he was talking about a moment ago. And we're grown folks. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But guys, let me get back.
Is it wrong to mention that dream?
I think anything's fair game here, Jack.
Baby.
We got an adult
Yeah,
audience.
you talk about no filter. Jack's no filter over here.
We're grown folks, so.
Jack's the dream world.
So let me share with you it's important to me, and y'all not giving me my time to tell you my reoccurring
All right,
dreams.
2 minutes. He's got 2 minutes.
got
Ready,
a
set,
lot.
ready, set, go.
So one of my reoccurring dreams, and I've probably had this dream 50 times, and it's over a period of time. And I'm talking about stretching out through immediately after college, all the way up to probably several months ago. But football was a big part of my life, thus the video earlier. But I always dream that I'm getting ready to go back on the football field and play ball again. And the coaches call him out to get on the field. And every time I'm unable to get on the field because either my mouthpiece is missing, I'm missing my shoe, or I can't find my helmet. For whatever reason, when I'm about to go on the field, I cannot go on because something is missing. And it's an exciting dream to begin with, but then I'd love to go back on the football field just one more time. Live or even in a dream. But I never get back on the football field. And guys, again, I've had this dream over 50 times, as little as a couple of months ago. I have it at least twice a year. Okay, Jack Rock.
Okay, question.
That's got to stem from
You
something.
made me
I
think
think so.
of something.
Dreams do stem from things, by the way. We'll get into that.
Talking about not having something that you should have. That reminds me of this might be a dream that I've had. Every time you leave the house, you got to check to see if you got your teeth, your diaper, your cell phone, your hearing aids. So maybe that was a dream I had.
No, I don't
like
doubt.
you did. But I had it more than 50 times in my old age. I got you.
I'm lost.
You
That's
remember
all you. I'm
Did you
lost
remember
on
your
that one.
teeth today, Zeph? You remember your teeth?
Phone, wallet, keys. That's what I need, and I'm good.
Jack Rock.
Is that what you need? You just need more pockets as you get older to keep all your stuff in storage.
I guess so.
Well, you make a list and put it on the counter,
Okay.
so you won't,
Man, I do want to get on that football field again. I think that's what it is. It's such a passion of mine. And so dreams do mean things, and we'll go.
How did your football career end? I guess is the question.
So really well,
I didn't know if there was something missing there on the football
No,
field, or you
other
think
than
it's something else.
No, but I hadn't taken the time to really dive in and try, because dreams do mean something, as we'll show here in just a little bit. I don't know what it means, Zeb. Unfinished business. I'm not.
That's kind of where I was leaning.
But but again, I have two reoccurring dreams. Now I figured the other one out, so I'll share this one. So when I was a little boy, Jack Rock knows my dad, who I call my dad, but he's not my biological dad, and that was one Victor Berry. He came into my life when I was about 5 or 6 years old. And to tell you my mindset, I never thought that I had a biological dad. I never even pondered that. I know that sounds nuts, but I never did. So when I was about, and I don't remember the age, when I was about age 10 or 11, the phone rang, and was in the house. I was laying on the floor. I went and ran and answered the landline. Hello, is this Rodney? I said, yeah, this is Rodney. It actually sounded like one of my friends. They said, hey, boy, this is your daddy. Well, I laughed because back in those days, we'd say, your grandma wears cowboy boots and I'm your daddy. So I thought it was one of my friends. And I said, who is this? Quit playing around. He said, son, I'm your daddy. And I could tell he was serious, and I got paralyzed for a minute. I said, huh? Mom and Victor Berry, and I think my brother were in the den. And I said, Mama, this man says he's my daddy. And she said, hang up the phone, okay? And so I don't want to be too critical because I've got to know my biological daddy's family, and they're the sort of just great people. But my real daddy had some issues, drug, alcohol, in and out of prison. I mean, he really was a rough character. And so after that, I became very, very scared. I thought, he said, I go to you again. I watched you on the football field, things of that nature. So at that moment, I mean, I was a scared little child. I thought somebody was watching me all the time. I thought he was outside. And so I'd have this reoccurring dream after that. I'd be laying in the den like I always did. You could look back to where my room was from the den down the hall, and you could see my bedroom. And I would dream that I'd look in that bedroom, and oh boy, I just got chills come down my spine. And behind the door, I'd see little eyes peeping at me. And the dream would scare me to death. And that was a reoccurring dream. And so, you know, in recent years, I figured that out. That's what reason why I had that reoccurring dream, because I had somebody really that was kind of watching me. But that dream subsided. I don't have that reoccurring dream anymore. But reoccurring dreams are a very, they happen quite often to a lot of people. And again, they mean things.
Well, let me tell you something you remind me of by saying that. By visualizing in your mind the eyes peeping out at you and the fear. I taught my kids growing up from childhood, even to today, be very careful, because the brain is a very dangerous tool. You have to watch yourself real close and keep control of that tool, the brain.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll get in a little bit of spirituality and dreams in a minute, but I think we got a video showing, I think, 12 of the most common dreams. Guys, see if guys and ladies, see if you can relate to some of these dreams. These are common dreams, and I'm sure you can relate to many of them. If this is not the one, you can go ahead and play this, Zeb, and we'll come back to the other one afterwards. I think there's just 2 more videos.
1 second. We'll get there. All right.
Brainy Dose presents 14 interesting psychological facts about dreams. People dream about 6 years during their lives on average. Imagine 6 years spent absorbed in wondrous, frightening, thrilling, and sometimes completely incomprehensible sensations. Your dreams, if you could record them all, would certainly prove just what a creative being you really are. Why we dream what we do might appear to be totally mystifying, but in fact, the disciplines of dream and sleep science have actually discovered quite a lot about dreams. This video will give you some deep insight into dreams. You will discover a lot of information that will truly astonish you. Let's get started.
That's good, though.
Number 1. Your mind is more active during a dream than when you're awake. During sleep, the mind and body relax. After all, the primary reason why we sleep is to recover from the day's stress on the body, to repair muscle damage, and to freshen up for the next day's demands. Yet, as paradoxical as it may seem, your mind is a buzz of activity while you're asleep, even more so than when you're awake. Sleep studies, where a brain's electrical activity is measured, provide solid data documenting brain activity. But why is the brain so active when you're asleep? Well, you experience a lot during a typical day. When you're awake, your brain is so busy taking in everything you see, hear, and feel that it has little time to actually process, categorize, and store all this information. When you're asleep, your brain finally has time to make some sense of it all. There is also evidence that your brain becomes even more stimulated when it has to deal with a brand new experience, or with some major change you experienced, regardless of what.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to bring something up, which is, maybe you don't remember because it's a little bit longer ago than for you than it was me. But like during boot camp, like if I had to take a time of when I did remember dreams, it was during boot camp. And I think it was because, I guess, something to this effect where there was just so much new going on, the brain was trying to process it, and it had to process it at night. But like when I was there, I could fall asleep so quick, so easy, and that carries on. I can fall asleep extremely quickly right now. Just turn it off and go to sleep. But like I would dream all the time at boot camp. And I think, is that something that you kind of remember experiencing, or no? I did
too, and perhaps that was an escape mechanism too, because every minute of our day was accounted for. At boot
you didn't have time to think at all,
and it was stressful.
Yeah,
always stressful. So that would kind of make a lot of sense there. Hey, Zach, frequently talking about paralysis. Have you not ever had dreams where you were being paralysis? Sorry, thank you, brother.
You good?
Have you ever never not had dreams where you were being chased and you were stuck in mud or running slow. You've never had those dreams.
Do you have any info on
Did you hear my question, though?
Yeah, and I'm
Have you
asked a question that pertains to that. Do you have any info or anybody in our listening audience about why Zeb and I don't remember many dreams?
Most people do forget. And as we talk now, they're coming back to Zeb. He just admitted in boot camp that he dreamed quite a bit. So I think just our conversation is going to kind of spawn you guys on to maybe some dreams that you have had. So,
Yeah, I think it's the stimulation and then trying to process everything at night for sure.
Yeah.
I got something on lucid dreams. We'll tackle that here in a little bit.
Okay. So let's talk about, play that other video because it'll talk about the 15 most common dreams. Check these out. You guys will probably resonate with about all these. Good to have you in here, Bo McMillan. Heart rate does increase in dreams. You're
Brainy
absolutely
Dose
right, Matthew.
presents Top 15 Common Dreams and Their Meanings.
Check this out. Let's stop at each one of them.
We all
okay?
dream, whether we remember the next day or not. Our dreams are usually reflections of what's going on in our waking life. Here's our list of the most common dreams and their meanings. Number 1, falling dream. Feeling yourself falling in a dream indicates that you're holding on to a certain situation in your life. This dream is a sign that you need to relax
Okay, we'll finish it.
and trust in yourself and others. Allow everything to just fall into place. Number 2, being chased in a
So
dream.
guys, if you never,
This dream
you never had
suggests
that
that
dream,
you're
you never had
actually
a
running
dream that you were falling. You don't hear people talk about how, and often this happens, like even in a nap, where you go, you're shaped because you felt like you were falling. Jack Rock, you never felt like you were falling in a dream.
I can't recall. No.
Okay. How about you, Zeb?
Not falling, but the same concept is being startled awake.
Okay.
I've never fallen, but I can't remember. But every once in a while, I'll dream. And typically, I'll be sweating when I wake up, and it's almost always a nap. It's never in that night. It'll be like a nap, a 30 minute to an hour nap, and you get one of them quick naps in the afternoon on Sunday sometimes, and you always wake up kind of startled a little bit. I don't remember falling though.
Here's a funny one.
No, I know what you're laughing at because you think you the cat's meow. I know.
Right
Zeb
there.
dreams about being
This one?
stronger than Jack Rock.
Right
and then he
there,
wakes up.
Leah Matthews. I'm trying to call 911 and my hands won't let me. Leah, that is good.
You know who Lee is?
No idea.
That's my girlfriend. She
Really?
probably calling the 911 on me. Hey, don't divulge too much there, Lee. So look, everybody's, I have. People do dream that quite often. That's one of the most common dreams, falling. I've certainly had that. Let's see what else we got on here. Number 2.
Number 2, being chased in a dream. This dream suggests that you're actually running from a situation or a problem that needs your attention. There's an issue in your waking life that you will want to confront, but you don't know how to.
Okay.
Number 3, dream about...
So guys, you've already talked about this one. You've never been chased in a dream.
I've never been in debt that bad.
So that's this video does a great job
I
explaining.
ain't never ran from anything.
Oh Lord.
I like that. Give me 5, man. I ain't scared of nothing.
Not even in my dreams.
I'm in here today with 2 hammerheads. Can I get an amen from Chet? Can I get an amen?
The Marines
I'm by
taught
myself.
me not to be running.
You wish you was in the Marine Corps. You wish you was a devil dog.
I'm speaking for him.
So, when it says being chased, it explained dreams do have a meaning. It's like running from a situation, something in your life you're evading or avoiding. So maybe you guys are just so solid you don't.
Dreams are just one massive coping mechanism to an extent, is what I'm getting right now.
Good point. I align with that. That's exact. That's what they're saying. Let's see.
Stop trying to cope. Deal with it. There, fix that. Next. Maybe that's why I don't remember on that dream. You got anything you trying to run away from, Jack? You kind of trying to cope with?
I ain't never been in debt that bad.
Hey, so you're tackling my rant right now. That's what I'm saying. Address it. Let's be men again.
There you go.
So you're supporting my rant.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
If you got a life that is in torment, you got family problems, you got financial problems, would it make you dream more? Just chasing stuff?
Most of these videos that I've watched
Stress induced.
say that. Yes, stress, anxiety, stress causes dreams. As he just eloquently put, it's a mechanism to cope that you're not coping with in your conscious being. Subconsciously, you're dealing with it through dreams.
So the question now to ask after you saying that, is it healthy for us to dream and to be able to, like, it's our way of venting?
Okay, so I'm not a doctor, as you all know, but I think that's probably a mechanism that the good Lord gave us to cope. Yeah, and can't wait to get into the spiritual aspect. Let's see what number 3 is.
I don't care who's doing better than me.
I
I'm not in competition with anyone else.
Yeah, delete that.
The only rival I have is the person I was
let me
yesterday.
do it. Let me go ahead and get rid of it. There we go. All right.
Death. Dreams about death and dying symbolize that some kind of dramatic change is going on in your life. Symbolically, it represents the end of something in order to start something new. Number 4, flying dream. When you're flying in your dream, it means that you feel.
Hey, appreciate those in the chat. Everybody's engaging today. Appreciate y'all doing that. I see a lot. Your son Derek's on board. Jack Rock. He made a comment here. Dreams can be very prophetic and spiritual. We hope to dive in that in just a second here, Derek. So hang with us. So I've never had the death dream, but it says that often death means you're going through some dramatic changes. But I've never dreamed of myself dying, nor anyone else. And then I think we got into the flying. Did it
Yeah, we haven't got through it, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead and show that.
Yourself from circumstances that have been weighing you down. Things are finally looking up.
Okay.
No.
So guys, do tell me.
They wrote a song about that.
Do tell me that you have flew in your dreams. Please say yes.
Have I had
Flown?
what?
Yeah, fly in your dreams.
I don't remember.
Hammerhead. Have you ever flown in your dreams?
I would love that, the feeling, but nah.
Hammerhead. Yes.
I'm as free as
Your
a
son has.
bird
Derek
now.
says flying is the best. And I got to tell you, I have flown in my dreams. And it is the
Where'd
best.
you go to?
Well, that matters not, Jack Rock. But I've lifted and I've flown. I mean, up there with the birds. Here's the only thing about my flying dreams. When I come down, sometimes I can't get back up. And I have to keep trying to get back up. And sometimes I just go back up. But flying is absolutely the best dream there is.
That means you need to overhaul your motor.
No.
You ain't got enough power to
No,
get back.
flying means you're not empowered. Flying means empowered. You don't feel empowered because flying means you are empowered.
You're right.
Zach, how do Jack and Zeb have like zero? They're hammerheads. Do you know what a hammerhead is? They're both hammerheads. That's why.
I don't know, man. But I've always wondered why I never remember dreams.
Derek, it does take, me and Derek must be kindred souls because it does take practice. I've done that. I've flown and then I've come down and I've got to try to get back up. And sometimes I can and sometimes I can't.
So Derek's saying you need to practice.
Well, he says it takes
You got to practice.
That means he
flying
does
in
it
your
too.
dream.
That means he does it too. Derek, you do know you come from a hammerhead, right?
I ain't convinced y'all ain't full of it right now.
I'm just sad that you poor boys don't experience. So you might like this next one. Nudity, dreams of nudity. Go ahead and cue it up there, buddy.
Dream. Nudity in a dream suggests that there's a situation in your waking life that's making you feel vulnerable and exposed. Dreams about being naked in public are common to people
Lord,
who are
no, I
facing
didn't
a
mean
new
that.
challenge in
Come
their
on, man.
lives.
Stop
Number
it there.
6.
You guys never been, well, obviously not. You never dreamed of being naked. Just means that you're still exposed.
You know, it's if I'm looking back, maybe like I vaguely remember the possibility of like the first day of school or something, first day of college or
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
Not knowing what's going on.
Perfect, buddy.
There.
You graduating from you still a hammerhead. You're graduating from the hammerhead because that's exactly what it means. It means you're vulnerable, exposed to new situations, a little bit out of your comfort zone. So I'm proud you coming along there, Zeb. Devil dog.
I'm a dream suppressor. We'll go with that.
Okay. You
I
about to say
suppress
something?
my dreams.
I'm ashamed to even take a shower by myself. I mean, come on,
That's
man.
like if a tree falls in the woods. We don't know that you're showering or
I
not.
get naked and they be a bunch of people watching my dream.
Look
Nah.
here. People look at you like, stand up and show them pants. I ain't asking you to show you guys. They stand up and show them breeches you got on.
This is what we wore in the 60s.
I like it.
I'm going to see how many people out there know what the name of it is.
Okay.
It's patches sewn together.
My grandma's got a
Tell me
a
what
quilt
this is
that
called.
used to looks like that.
He said it's called a quilt.
Yeah, that's what they made quilts out of.
Okay.
But in the 60s, the females especially wore the long, and they're coming back out with it. Now, I just bought these last year, but there's a name for this. Madras.
Okay.
High expensive stuff.
I like them. I do like them.
But they come
Did they used to make those in High Point before they shut down all the textiles in for NAFTA? Where'd they make them at?
China,
Mm.
Taiwan.
I don't think so.
I don't
That
know.
was before China and Taiwan, wasn't it, Rodney?
I think
If I
so.
weren't bashful, I'd pull them off and let you look and see.
They probably made them in Dillon County down there by the
Railroad
textile factory.
We
Yep.
ain't trying to have nudity on the show, John.
track. You hadn't gotten to that dream yet. We're talking about naked.
We'll get there, buddy.
I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Your little whispering while ago.
Hey, maybe somebody's got an answer for it.
Maybe they
Why
do.
would that happen?
Look, I guess since we're kind of talking about flying and lucid dreams, there was like when you're in the Marine Corps, you get drug tested, so you can't really take any drugs or anything, and so they come up with weird experiments. A lot of times, most of the time, they're all alcoholics. But then you read things that tell you that if you drink a bunch of apple juice before you go to bed, you'll have lucid dreams. And so those people experiment with that, and I did it one time, and it did enable lucid dreaming. So if you want to enable lucid dreaming, drink a good bit of apple juice before you go to sleep.
Well, also some of the stuff
I don't know where it goes or how you got there, but
chemically, some kind of way. But also something that I saw over and over. You know, if you're taking prescription drugs or excessive alcohol, PSTD, things that kind of ignites the dream state.
Oh, really?
As well. So, you know, have you ever taken a painkiller after you've had some kind of surgery and you had weird dreams? You've never done any of that?
I've never done any medication, so no.
No, not even after surgery. You hadn't taken a painkiller, prescribed
I've never
painkiller?
done surgery. Thank you, good Lord.
Oh, wow. That's a
I
statement
don't
in
know nothing about no
itself.
doctor.
Okay. So I have taken.
Rodney's not a doctor though.
Doctor.
Ain't a hammerhead neither.
Rodney.
I ain't a hammerhead neither. I'm somewhere in between. I'm somewhere between a doctor and y'all hammerheads. Okay, I'm somewhere there in the middle.
well, let me share this with you while we're talking. I'm gonna try to influence the audience some. I don't have to influence you two guys because both of you, I'm proud of you what you're doing. But if you want to stay out of that doctor's office and the rest home and the funeral home, exercise. Take the time that you would spend
Well,
in
we
a
all do that. You're talking to the audience now. We all
Yeah.
exercise, and you're right about that.
yeah.
You're
Stay out
absolutely
of the
right.
doctor. All you got to do is get off of the couch. Get out from under the table.
Live that subscription to life, right?
Yeah. And have exercise dreams.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hey, here's a dream for. Okay, go ahead.
I got one for you, Jack. If you dream about exercising, do your muscles grow?
I'm so tired at night. I don't know.
It's a time of rest.
I don't.
They say you can actually smell in a dream. When I was telling you a while ago that sometimes I can become active in my own dreams, there have been times when I've had a nightmare. This has happened a few times in my life. And all of a sudden I realize, hey, I'm dreaming. And I said, wake up, wake up. And I've wakened myself up in a dream. Do you believe that? I'm telling you the truth. It's the absolute truth. I've woke myself up from a nightmare before. I don't have many nightmares, but that's I didn't read much about that, so I wasn't even going to bring it up, thinking that now I might be a hammerhead. Let's go to the next one, because I've had this next one too. I'm ashamed to admit it.
This one?
Falling teeth dream. A falling teeth dream may be rooted in a fear of being embarrassed. Perhaps you worry about making a fool of yourself. A
teeth
certain
falling out?
situation is definitely causing your confidence to crumble. Number
Okay,
7.
I feel like that's
Unprepared.
really specific.
So, but here's the thing. Keep in mind, guys, what we're going through, there's thousands of different dreams. These are the 15 most common dreams. So people have these on a regular basis, okay? And so I feel like I'm a pretty confident person, and it says teeth falling out is fear of embarrassment. I guess we all have a fear of embarrassment, but that's a reoccurring dream for me too. I'm looking down and I go, what's that? And I got a teeth falling out. Next thing you know, all my teeth's falling out. That's a nightmare to me. Never had that?
Anything that would affect your looks, we all want to look good.
Mhm.
We want to be accepted.
Right.
And for anything to happen to our body, even a pimple on the side of your face that's extra large or whatever, you don't even want to go to the grocery store. So I can understand that was something. But no, I've never had that.
So here's Derek again, your son, saying opposite of flying and losing teeth is the worst. Derek, do you have that dream? We are real kindred spirits if he's had that dream as well. Sorry, I'm not sure of what really happened.
I don't know. I just don't have that problem. Maybe I just don't care enough.
I could understand the fear and having dreams of losing my hair more than I could my teeth.
That's also a common dream. That's
Yeah.
also a common dream, not
Your hair falling out.
as much as the teeth, but hair falling out as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure enough. All right, let's see what else is next.
Dream where you're not prepared for an exam. It means that you're critically examining yourself in your life. You may feel that you're not prepared to take on an important life challenge. Number 8.
So, Zeb, let me put it in this perspective. So, and I have had dreams of not being prepared for exam, but really more for me, it's like if I do a lot of talks, I get invited, and I'm grateful for it, to speak in a lot of different venues, business, economic development, a lot of church groups. Sometimes I'll dream that very night that I didn't study at all, and I do study before I go talk, but that I didn't study at all, and I don't even know what I'm going to say the next morning. So I have that dream also quite often before I speak. You've spoke a couple of times, Zeb, to groups. Do you not ever have these kind of dreams? Or at the very least, do you sleep uneasy the night before you've got a speaking engagement?
I mean, the last time I really didn't, I had an issue sleeping like that was probably Christmas when I was like 12. That's a little bit tongue in cheek, but to the point is, yeah, I mean, sleep's never been an issue for me, especially in the Marine Corps, right? So if anybody doesn't know, we keep going back to boot camp, because I think this is like an evolution in this aspect of dreaming or sleeping or whatever. I mean, you're going for 16 hours a day. You get, you get 8 hours at night, but usually that's cut up between fire watch and another hour cut in. So you get about 6 hours, and you got to make those 6 hours count. And so when you go to sleep, you have to go to sleep like this.
That's right.
Everybody's laid out at attention on your bed, and
Sometimes when you're rifle.
sometimes with your rifle, and so doing that for 3 months over and over, it enabled an ability to just go to sleep. Like I just go to sleep. Like every once in a while, as long as I haven't had a Celsius like within the last 2 or 3 hours, I don't have an issue falling asleep.
So when I lay down, I'm generally asleep 5 minutes after I lay down. So sleeping's not an issue for me. And I talk about these reoccurring dreams. However, I sleep really quite well. Hey, Robbie, you missed it, man. And I'm glad you came in, because you can back me up on that. I gave a whole story earlier in the program about how I never get back on the football field. That's my most, Robbie, again, I speak about him all the time. He was one of my roommates in college. Big old guy, big old offensive tackle, great football player. But he's saying the same thing. Yeah, I dream, but I never get back on the field, Robbie. That's a recurring dream that's kind of a nightmare for me.
Do you think if you ever got back on the field in your dream, you would stop dreaming that dream?
I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, I have no way of knowing that. I have no way of knowing that.
What it sounds like it's well, I'm not going to analyze your dreams right now, but it just sounds like there's something that you haven't done that you need to do.
Here's what I think, Robbie. I think the reason why I have this dream is because I'm responsible on the football field for putting so many people to sleep.
Oh, is that what it is?
Now you're dreaming.
I think I was that offensive tackle and that running back's nightmare. I think that's what it's all about.
Oh boy, you're dreaming, son.
Let's go back. Let's see what else we got, man. Oh, okay, baby.
Baby dream. A baby in a dream symbolizes the start of something new. It could be anything, such as a new idea or a new.
No baby dreams for me. I assume no baby dreams for y'all. You live it. That's real life for you, ain't it, Zeb?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have dreams in general, so baby dreams are like no.
Okay. Anybody? I'm not gonna give his address because we're in his studio and he likes his privacy. Wish I could, because if you're nearby, I'd like you to drop in and take these two seats right here, because these two hammerheads they're not contributing anything to the dreaming part. Next one there, Zeb. No, he'll like one in a minute.
Being late in a dream. Being late in a dream indicates that you're losing an important opportunity in your real life. You're overwhelmed and live with too much stress. You need to slow down and find more time for yourself. Being late in a dream.
So here goes the rhetorical question, because I already know the answer. Never dream that you're late?
I have that fear awake.
Okay.
If I had to be here at 4:00 this morning instead of 3:00, in my whole life, my whole work life, I got an automatic clock in my head.
Me too.
That will wake me up, and I'm going to be at least a half hour early, maybe an hour like I was today. Why? I have the fear of a flat tire, the cops stopping me, taking 30 minutes to write a ticket, just different fears. So I've always wanted to be one to be on time.
How you say this guy? He's one of your guys, and he comments quite often, and I appreciate him. Marcus Moto, he's had this dream.
He lives it. Him lives being late.
Brother, you ain't telling me nothing I know. I get in here.
No. We were not late today.
We right here. There's a little prep for this show. Not a whole lot, because we're off the cuff. I'll get in here 30 to 45 minutes late because I share that same thing as Jack Rock. In fact, I have that internal clock too. I never set an alarm clock. I can wake up anytime I want to by setting it in my head prior. The guys I get here, and Zeb's got me sweating, is 2:55, and I said, "You got everything ready?" "Oh no, I got plenty of time. Let's do it now."
Well, Rodney wants to schedule his which isn't an issue. It's not an issue at all. Schedule his live stream Friday at 3:00, and I finish the live stream at 2:30, and that usually rolls over a good 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So it's 2:45 by the time I get off, and then it's 5-10 minutes of prep for Rodney. And it is. Hey, we were on time today. I think we were on time last week. The week before, we were a few minutes late because it disconnected from the Facebook.
We have no margin for error, Doug.
But Rodney doesn't dream about being late unless it's Thursday night. So
Jimmy Ford, I do. You watch it, and I appreciate it, but I have no idea what you may learn, my man. I have no idea what you'll learn.
Something I've noticed, listening to a little bit of Instagram. What I read on Instagram, older people, my age and younger, have a problem with sleeping. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
What you mean?
There'd be in a conversation about sleep. Got to have enough sleep for your body to heal and rest, like you were talking about. And I just read on Instagram where a lot of old people have problems sleeping,
Yeah, a lot of
getting the
people,
right amount of
a
sleep.
lot of people struggle with insomnia. Lots and lots and lots of people, no question. All right, so let's keep going. You'll like this next one, I think.
This is Jack Rock.
This is Jack Rock. This is what he want to talk about.
Dream. In most cases, sex in a dream is not about a physical union. It's about a psychological union you need or want with the person in your dream, or merging a particular quality that person has into your own personality.
Okay.
Number
There you go.
So, have you ever had? So it's telling it's not a physical thing. The meaning of sex in a dream is usually not a physical thing. It's more psychological, meaning a union or partnership that you want. But have you ever had sex in your dream?
Let me throw something in there on that. One of the worst dreams that I think you could ever have in your life would be a gym crush dream.
Say what?
A gym, GYM,
Okay.
crush
Okay.
dream.
All right.
And when you have a gym crush dream, not only are you having it while you're sleeping, you have become obsessed while you're awake. Do you get the drift?
I'm trying.
A,
Your
crush.
your dreams in your house. How you have a
No.
Because that mirror, Tom. Because that mirror.
The wall mirror.
I love
I
it.
got a crush on myself.
Oh, he got you there, buddy.
Hey, and here's the question I ask people with the gym
Comment
crush.
of the day. Good job, Zeb.
The gym crush. Here's the question I ask the people with the gym crush. And you know it happens, especially if the girl or the boy don't never look at you. My question is if you gonna have a gym crush, why come I can't have a Walmart crush?
Well, you can, my man. You can, my man. Hey, Zeb nailed it, though.
Y'all ain't even got a Walmart's where you from.
I won't. Hey, so
He didn't catch that one. He didn't S on it that time.
so Zeb did say when I said your gym is in your house and you're by yourself, your gym crush, he said the mirror. So to this point right here. So we just did these shirts, right? Next thing I got a call is from Jack Rock. Hey man, I like them shirts. They take that logo on the front, blow it up about 10 times and put it on the back.
Yeah,
He wants his picture on it.
Well, here's the catch to it. You don't know this day and time. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You don't know this day and time that I don't have a crush on you two guys, and I want to see your picture.
Oh, Lord, have my head. So, hey, this chat is active today, and I love it. Zach's been watching because he's getting on you about your Walmarts.
He didn't
Your
S on it. I had to correct him.
And Mark Meadow talking about, well, you got your Dollar General crush?
Yeah, they ain't got a Walmart where Jack's from.
Jack Rock is the South Carolina Johnny Bravo. You ever watch Johnny Bravo?
I have no
Cartoon?
idea who that is.
Johnny Bravo?
We need to bring up
That's
a couple
awesome.
Johnny Bravo
I ain't
clips
lying.
next week.
I know. I love Johnny Bravo.
Old cartoons.
What did he be doing?
Well, so all old's a relative thing. It's not that old, Zeb, to me.
It's
but
early
would be to
90s,
you.
early mid late 90s.
It's age difference. That's all.
Now, since before you leave the dream with the sex stuff, ask them about the.
Don't be scared. What?
It's okay.
It's we grown folks.
Where does the wet dream come from?
Lord have mercy.
Come on, man, help me out.
Jack acts like he wants to ask me the question. I don't dream. I don't remember my dreams. So
you dream, but as we stated earlier, not that I
I
stated.
have to take
If I don't
back.
remember it, it
I
didn't
said
happen.
I don't never dream. Wet dreams.
So,
I remember the wet dreams.
so as you remember earlier in the show, the expert said that low IQ folks don't dream as much. So if y'all want to accept that, go on and accept it. You all dream, you just don't remember it. That's all it is.
I'm gonna be like that since you
I
made
don't,
that.
I don't need no expert to tell me what I am.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. And Matt said we turn this into an OnlyFans page. So we're going to start right there.
Porno.
Moving right along. What we got next?
Worser.
Oh, yeah.
Jezebel spirit.
Cheating partner dream. As upsetting as this dream can be, it rarely indicates that your partner is cheating. Instead, it suggests that something, rather than someone, is taking the time and attention from your mate that you feel you deserve. You may be dealing with.
Okay.
So again, all these have meanings when we're talking about, are you dreaming that your spouse or significant other is cheating on you? A lot of it's not, it simply means that maybe you're competing for something, not the actual circumstance, but something a little different. Jack Rock doesn't dream about all South Carolina women. All South Carolina women dream about Jack Rock. God almighty knows. So guys, I've actually had this. I'm dating back to one of my first girlfriends. Told me one day that she dreamed that I was cheating on her with one of her best friends, which I certainly wasn't. But she was mad at me for an hour.
An hour? You got off easy.
I dreamed
you got off
mad
easy
at
for
me
an hour.
Have you ever had a significant other say that they dreamed that you were cheating on them? Is that
I ain't getting myself in trouble right now.
Maybe you ain't a hammerhead.
I tell you, the only resemblance I've had that of in my life, and my wife woke up one morning and dreamed that I had voted for Donald Trump, and she never overed it.
And she what?
She never overed it.
She never overed it.
That means I didn't never over it either.
We're inventing new words here on the Lions Den, folks. I like that one. I'll use that one.
It might be an old word, Ronnie. It might be before your time.
It very well could be. My suspicion is he made it up. That's one of them Lakeview words.
That one of them Lakeview words?
What is it?
Overed it.
Overed it.
Lakeview word?
Yeah, you got to
They
overed
teach you
it.
that. Did they teach you that in English class in Lakeview?
You got to overed it. Get over it.
All right, let's see what's next. We coming down toward the end of things here. This is odd. I've never had this.
Unable to find a toilet dream. This dream represents that there's an
There's
issue in
your
your
wet dream
waking
right there.
life where you're finding it challenging to express your own needs. It's time to spend more time looking after your own needs rather than the needs of others.
Okay.
Number 3.
So obviously some people have dreams that they can't find a bathroom, and it was, tells you kind of what that means. Not satisfying your own needs. I mean, none of these dreams really mean that it's about the physical action of what we're talking about. It has some underlying.
Let me share an experience with you before you go any further.
That's right, Claire Smith. Go ahead. You keep talking, buddy.
I went last Christmas into a bar, and there weren't nothing but old people like me in there. And I went to check in the front door, and they asked me to politely leave in a nice way. And I said, "What's the problem?" They said, "We looked and you don't have a diaper on."
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Weren't nothing but old people in
I was
there.
going to make an old joke, but Jake did it for me.
So the fear of not having your diaper on is one you got to make a list of before you leave the house.
I apologize, senior citizens.
Don't leave without your diaper on when you get a certain age.
You sure there ain't nothing? I'm about to catch a buzz. There ain't nothing in this lemonade, is it? I should have known better.
No, you're having a dream.
What else we got here? We got two more. Let's check out these next two here.
13. Water dream. A calm body of water reflects inner peace and positive expectations, while a choppy ocean can suggest unease and even worries about the future.
So a common dream is water. And I can't say that I've actually had a dream about water, but it's saying that, smooth water is, you've got some inner peace going. Choppy water may indicate that you got some troubles in your life, Our dreams are really speaking to us, and it's good if you can remember, because you can kind of examine your life based on what you dream about. So I'm going to challenge you guys to pay attention. When you wake up, if you might think you might have dreamed something, start, try to
I'll try to dream this week for you, Rodney. Not for you, not of you, for you.
I got a question.
What?
For me and Zip and anybody else that's interested. How am I going to train myself not just myself, but Zeb too, to remember our dreams? What kind of class you go to?
Oh, well, that I can't answer. But if you do, right when you wake up, recollect a dream, and I'm not doing this, recollect. Take notes. What did I dream? Because you will forget your dreams. I know I've waken up and says, man, that was pretty good. I want to remember that. Then I'll go back to sleep. I have no idea what I dreamed. I can't recall it at that time.
Have you ever, I've done this before. Have you ever woken up, remembered the dream, and then went back to sleep because you enjoyed that dream and started dreaming about the same dream again?
I absolutely have had a sequel dream. I've woken up, even ran to the bathroom, came back and laid down, and the dream continued.
I don't remember what it was, but I remember doing that.
Well, you coming around, Zev? You coming around?
It still never happened because I don't remember it.
You dreamed that you hadn't finished using the toilet,
What?
and you
No, it wasn't
decided
about a
to
toilet. It was
redo
something, I
your
don't
toilet.
remember what it was, but it was something. Not toilet related.
Okay, let's see. We got one more here, and I haven't had this last one either.
Out of control vehicle dream. A dream where your vehicle is out of control means that you've lost control of something in your waking life. So ask yourself what in your life has gotten out of hand lately. Number 15.
So I've never had a out of control car dream. It's a common dream, so many do. Out of control kind of means your life's out of control if you're dreaming your car is out of control. I find it hard to believe that's a common dream, but obviously it
Ronnie,
is.
I want to put that. I want to put that up on the list of things that I've never had in my dream. A car.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, obviously I don't remember many dreams, but I don't think I've ever dreamed a dream with a car in it. Just like I've never dreamed a dream with a phone in it.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. One thing that I also read though, anything you dream is your mind is not so creative. Anything you've dreamed, you've actually seen before.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That I've heard that.
That's what they tell me. You've seen it somewhere, even if it's a stranger, and just in passing. Your dreams aren't new stuff. You've seen it somewhere.
Yeah, Rodney, you need a dream catcher. That's what you need.
Matt, tell me who the American dream is. You'll do this quickly. Watch this. Who's the American dream, Matt?
Dreams.
Do y'all know who the American dream is? Robbie can tell me who the American dream is too. Yeah, reoccurring dreams, Robbie. Yeah, we've talked about that, buddy. Nobody knows the American dream. You're too late. The Dusty Roads.
I don't know.
I
still don't even know.
My second favorite. No, my third favorite wrestler, Ric Flair, Rufus Ray Jones, and you still don't know who Dusty Rhodes is?
Yeah, I vaguely.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all times. Okay, that concludes the 15 top dreams.
Rhodes in a dream. We miss Rhodes in a dream.
I don't even know that's worth even playing. I didn't even write
All
that
right,
one
we
down.
won't play it then.
So, guys, before we end, there's one other little area I want to talk about. Thank you, Chet, for being such. It's more of a
Goldberg. I was Gold. We watched Goldberg. When I was
well, that was good. He was awesome. Now he was awesome.
Steiner.
Scott Steiner was he was the heat, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what we used to watch.
That was
when I
one
was
built
little.
dude and his brother Scott, and what was his brother's name?
He
was the
if you
dog.
Asked me. He had Mac Bulldogs on his shoulders.
Yeah, Scott, and Matt would tell us that too, probably. Can't remember. Robbie Speaks could tell us who Scott Steiner's brother was as well. So before we sign off, let's talk a little about the spirituality, because this is something I very much believe in, okay? I believe too, and saw a lot of proof on this with some of the studying I was doing. Satan himself, the enemy, will attack you at night. And he'll do it through demons, and he'll do it through dreams as well. And there's a spiritual aspect of it, because you think in the Bible, you had Joshua, you had Daniel, who interpreted dreams, and a good portion of those books were talking about how they interpreted dreams, and it led them to leadership roles. So any comments on that? What are your thoughts on the spirituality?
I got a question about the spiritual dreams. What drew Joseph and Mary together to have Jesus as husband and wife?
So who was it? Was it Matt that told him about Walmart's using this?
Yeah.
So we've been doing this
Was it
podcast.
Marcus?
I don't know. We've had 20, 30 episodes, and Hammerhead still asking us questions. We ain't asking no questions here. Tell us what you know, Jack Rock.
Joseph was drawn to Mary by a dream.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about Joshua and Pharaoh's? You know, that's how Joshua made his way in the Bible. He interpreted Pharaoh's dreams.
Daniel.
Well, both of them.
How about Jacob's ladder?
Yeah.
Jacob's ladder was a dream.
Yeah. So, you know, it's mentioned often in the Bible. But there was also, when we did the 15 dreams, there was also another similar type video that showed how the enemy would visit you in your dreams. And it used a lot of these same exact scenarios, water, nudity, fly. Again, having sex in dreams. It talked about how a Jezebel spirit, Satan would send, that spirit down in your dreams.
Now, question for you.
No questions, just talk.
Is there something wrong with somebody like me and Zeb that don't have no dreams to share?
Well, yes, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, and dreams ain't got nothing to do with
it. I mean, I would rather not have any dreams if I had to remember a bad dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they say good dreams are way more common than nightmares. Hey, how about this? And I didn't even think to mention this. Sleepwalking. Have you ever?
Yeah, I meant to ask.
Have you ever sleepwalk, or have you ever? Did any of your children sleepwalk? I bet Derek sleepwalk.
I'll tell you what Derek's sister did.
Sleep talk.
I'll share this with you in case someone out there in the audience has, or Zeb with two beautiful kids. Our oldest daughter, when she was just a little thing, sleepwalked one night and woke my wife up, and she was in there playing the piano, what she had heard Jimmy Swaggart playing, me listening to Jimmy Swaggart play the piano, and she was playing the hymn. Diane, my wife, said, we talking about 3 o'clock in the morning now, sleepwalk in there and went and playing the piano just as a little babe. And that showed us right there that we had a piano player.
So I'm not going to dispute that, because I did see several videos. There was actually a video. It was on Dr. Oz's show. This one lady daughter walked 9 miles in her sleep from their house in the middle of the night to their grandfather. 9 miles. And it showed a lot of videos of people sleepwalking. And you're kind of like in a stupor, glazed eyes, but you can halfway communicate, not as vividly or, as you could when you're unconscious.
Did I see on the news sometime maybe within the last year where this guy was, or female, I can't remember, was set free for murder because of sleepwalk?
Wow. Yeah. Seems like I recall seeing something like that.
Yeah, seems like it's vague.
Clara, we did speak a little bit on death as a dream, and go back and kind of look at it, and you'll kind of see the meaning of that. Yeah, I bet her feet. It did say she was in socks, and not only were her feet, talking about the girl that walked 9 miles, her socks had holes in them, and her feet were actually bleeding from walking. So even the pain didn't wake her up. Isn't that's kind of amazing, isn't it?
Again, it's kind of, I stated real early on that it's foundational is the dream molecule, DMT. The brain produces it and puts you in this state, this drug-like state. My belief is that the dream world, or some psychologically induced through drugs or whatever, is a separate plane of existence to some extent. And so it opens you up to whatever is up there also. And so somebody else mentioned in the chat earlier or something about 3 sleep paralysis demons is primarily what people see.
Mm-hmm.
I think well, drugs and just entering in some type of alternative state, like sleepwalking would assume that you are present in the physical world, but not completely mentally there. And I think those worlds overlap a lot, and so there's a connection there that we don't get when we're awake. And I think it, it's prophetic to some extent, as somebody else mentioned, but. Yeah, I think there's a lot more there than we know about. Just like we don't know what consciousness is. Do we really know what dreaming is outside of, okay, it's induced this way. This is what the dream is. But like, what is the dream? Like, it's you have more access. You have access to more inside of your brain or whatever it is than you do typically when you're awake. So,
how about sleep talking? That's a portion of it too. I'll tell you, I have heard a lot of people sleep talking. In boot camp, they would talk in their sleep there. Robbie, some of our roommates, I've heard them sleep talking. I'll tell you, that's a little scary too, to hear somebody over there gibbering.
Did you know what they were saying?
Well, most time not. It was just
kind of a mumble,
more of a chant, mumble type thing. I've been told that I've talked. I don't think I do that anymore. When I sleep, I don't hardly move, really, and I'm real quiet. I don't. Never been told I snore.
Do you snore, Rodney?
No, I don't.
That's what I was about to ask. Jack, you snore?
I never woke up to see.
Yeah,
I hate to
listen.
Me too.
But I'll tell you what I have done. You don't snore?
Mag says I snore sometimes.
Okay. I tell you what I have done.
But I've never heard myself snore outside of a video. But I think that was AI. I think she AI'd that video.
So have you not taken a minute nap and you kind of woke yourself up by
My little snort.
yeah, little snort. Now I've done that.
I've done that.
Yeah,
But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't typically snore.
But my wife never complained about me snoring or never told me I snored.
Yeah.
And I can't stand to hear nobody else snore either.
Did
Very irritating.
Did the mirror tell you snored?
What?
Did the mirror tell you snored?
Rub it in, Zeb.
Robbie Speaks. That was my roommate. Yeah, I heard a couple of things you say, but I tell you what.
Don't tell it.
I tell you, a little bit of cash sent this way.
Don't tell it.
A little bit of cash on sponsorship of this show, Robbie Speaks. I'll
running
keep that to
cover for him
myself.
right now.
I'll keep all that to myself.
I'll tell you what. And again, I keep going back to the Marine Corps, but when we were in sniper school and sometimes in SOI and boot camp too, that we would do these long ruck marches or long ruck runs, and they would be like 3 or 4 hours long, and you just daze off while you're walking or while you're running.
Absolutely.
You just daze off. You would dream, and then you'd wake up and you'd be miles down the road. Maybe not miles, but you'd be significantly further down the road. Did you ever do that? I wouldn't even call it a daydream because it's not a daydream.
That's what I'm saying. It's a less than conscious state.
It's not a daydream.
Where you've kind of checked out. Yeah, you're so tired. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the same thing while you're driving and you can't remember going that last 10 miles?
Lord have mercy.
There's that too, but no, this is different. It's like an induced psychosis almost, maybe from lack of sleep stacked on with physically exhausted, and then and your brain or your body wants to shut off, but your brain doesn't allow it, and you keep going. And it's like diverting your thought process to allow you to do the thing. That I don't know. I'm just
that's kind of what
thinking out loud.
Well, that's what it's what he talked about a little earlier. Even when your body shuts down to repair itself, your mind is always going. I was seeing we were cutting up highway hypnosis. So I've been hypnotized before.
Have you?
And at the Carolina Cup, my friends here reminded me of when I got hypnotized on stage at college. Now, I told him that I don't think I was really hypnotized. I think because so many people were watching that I was just playing along with it, but they said, no, you were hypnotized.
Hey, Jack, I think Ronnie's coming over to our side now. Ronnie said, I don't remember it happening, so it never happened. And that's I'm glad we've come full circle. We got 3 hammerheads in the studio today.
Two hammerheads present.
3. Ronnie's coming on over to our side. He don't remember it, so it didn't
guys,
happen.
before we close out, here's something that I've recognized, and got to be careful with our words because we do get fact checked here. you think in a little fun
Uh-oh.
setting that there's no fact check, but we did get fact check. First fact check was done internally with myself. I owe Jack Rock an apology. He told me last week that there was 13 some legislators down in Horry County. And I said, you're wrong because I know all of them. Well, I was wrong. I went back and fact checked myself. I stand corrected, and I don't know why I ever challenged the mighty Jack Rock because he was spot on. And I actually apologized to him I acknowledged, and he said, is that an apology? In his text, I said something like that, Jack Rock.
Pride. A question.
Well, here's my other fact check.
And if you got...
Here's my other fact check.
Okay.
So, as we had Ryan on last week, and he told us that he was a running back and that he ran a 4.640, which is really fast. So I had to speak up and said, well, I ran a 4.9. Well, guess what? I've got some old ball players that played with me and said, you make sure you tell people you ain't never seen no 4.9. So I can't get away with everything that I thought I could get away with.
Oh, man.
Probably never, to be honest, I've probably never seen a 4.9. Back to your question, and we're going to sign out, Jack Rock.
Okay. 13 House members, and I was doubtful about the number of senators, 5 at one time, and Kent Williams made it 6. Am I right or wrong? Did you check on
I'm
that?
not sure about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to do like you see on TV. We're going to look real professional, like you straighten up your papers when you sign off. You ever seen the news anchors do that?
Yeah.
Final word, Jack Rock. What you got to send us off for the weekend, brother?
Keep your dreams clean.
Roger that.
Dreams clean.
How about you there, Devil Dog?
I don't know, man. Just run some experience. Drink some apple juice before you go to bed tonight. Let us know about some lucid dreams. I think it works. It has worked before. It might work for you too. Lucid dreams, apple juice before you go to bed.
I hope I don't get pulled. Jack Rock gave me this concoction. He said it was lemonade, but I'm feeling a little funny. I hope I'm going to be okay here.
Have you ever hallucinated before? You're hallucinating, not dreaming, so don't get them mixed up.
I hope this ain't no 60s concoction in here. Hey, thank y'all for joining us. I'll tell you, guys, I had fun today.
Always.
This whimsical topics proved to be fun. Perhaps for you too, because we had a lot of engagement. We thank you for that. Thank you for tuning into the Lions Den. Listen, this is a little point of privilege here. He never asked for it, but look, we're looking for that one sponsor that maybe can defray the cost. Zeb does have people that pays for time here, and if you're looking for that, contact Zeb. Best setup that you'll find anywhere. But for our podcast, it's absolutely gratis, and that didn't go without electric bill. And again, I hope I don't embarrass him by saying this because he didn't ask for this, but we're looking for that one sponsor to maybe defray some of Zeb's costs so we can keep coming to you. So if that's a thought, please contact us. You can do it on Facebook if you like. We are the Front Porch of the Weekend. Beautiful weekend ahead, guys. Great weather, and live that subscription of life. There's so much out there, and let's do it.
SOS weekend at the beach.
Okay.
10 days.
Okay.
Starts today.
Good deal. Hope you have some great dreams, folks. We're out.
Welcome to the Lion's Den. Grab a seat and join the conversation. Let's dive in.